Welcome everyone and respected dignitaries. Thank you very much for coming and joining us tonight. Yeah, and we'll be going through the flow of the event. That is what we'll be doing today. So I'll be first. Will be This is a first and unique meeting which we are having on online meeting. That is, we just considering all the multiples that is outside India also. We have many our friends and Leos and very people or members joining us from around the corner of the world. We have the first will be the Leo Lion Shinda Rahat from Egypt. Is she here?
No, she is not. We'll start with Potter right now. And
Okay,
Potter, can you hear
start
me?
with Potter. Uh,
Potter, are you still there?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Potter. We can hear you.
Okay. A very good evening
We can't
to
hear.
a very good evening to our host, Rusils, and definitely our advisory panelists, Vivix, for inviting me to be part of this Leo Talk sessions. First of all, I must congratulate you for initiating this call, as I think this is the way we move forward. As now most part of the world, everybody is practice stay at home and social distance. So this is a very innovative way for us to meet. So today I also would like to send my regards from my partner, Shahenda, who can't join you tonight. So she asked me to send a regard to all of you. So I would like to proceed to our very first agenda today, which is supposed to brought to you by Shahenda, is for the upcoming 30th of April. This is a very latest news. 30th of April, we will launch a Leo Lion webinar. So this webinar, you will know more about benefit of being a Leo Lion, and for some of you who is interested to be the next Leo Lion Board Liaison, we will also share with you what is the role and responsibility as a Leo Lion Board Liaison. Later, I will share more about that. And the time will be the 10 a.m. of Chicago time, which just now I have Googled it, is 8:30 p.m. of India time, 30th of April. And for Malaysia and Hong Kong, it will be 11 p.m. of your timing, also on 30th of April. So for more information, we will share online, and I will make sure you will get this information. We will share this to social media. So probably your panelists will also share this in your WhatsApp group, Facebook group, and whatever group. So next, Vivek also invited me to share a little bit role and responsibility as Leo Lion Board Liaison. So perhaps some of you, it might be very new to you because this position is just launched last year. As you know, that last year we have two young people. One is Leo Eleonora from Italy and Leo Carl from Canada. They've been appointed by past President Gudrun to be her board liaison. So this year, Shahinda and me have the honor to be part of International President Choice team player in his board of directors. So what are actually board Leo Lion board liaison Lu? So some very basic responsibility is you need to attend board meeting. So for your information, there will be a total of 4 board meetings every year. Just like this year, 2 board meetings, the first and the last board meeting it usually will organize in conjunction with international convention. So for this year, we have our first board meeting at the Italy convention, and the last board meeting is supposed to be Singapore, but because of the convention is cancelled, so we are going to have I think we're going to have a virtual board meeting. So this is your roles and responsibility number one. And second, once you're being appointed as a Leo Lion Board Liaison, you will be placed into a specific committee. So for example, this year, Shahinda will sit in the Membership Development Committee. And the Leo program is one of the agenda of Membership Development Committee, and where I sit in the Leadership Development Committee. So I have the opportunity to know more about trainings or leadership development opportunity, which is available in our organization. Other than that, you might be aware that the Leo Lion Board Liaison, sometimes they do travel to your area forum. For this year, for those who attended your Isami forum, I think you must meet Shahinda there because she traveled to your forum. And I traveled to Osio forum and Latin America Leo forum this year. And other than that, we are the voice for you. If you have any specific issues that you need us to channel to board of directors, which we can help you, we will be the voice for all of you. So this is basically some of the roles and responsibility, and wherever they need some advice from young people, so normally they will look for Leo Lion Board Liaison or our Leo Club Program Advisory panelists. So this from me. I pass the mic back to you, host, Rusil.
Thank you very much, Potter, for your wonderful wordings. That was very much useful for our viewers. Thank you very much. Now I'll be welcoming Lion Shami Shum from Hong Kong. Is he here? Shami Shum?
Yes, hello
Lion
everyone.
Shami Shum.
Yeah, this is Sammy Shum from Hong Kong. I'm
Yeah,
from Confucian. Can you hear me? Yeah.
yeah, sure, Sammy. Carry on.
Okay. Hello. Vivek, Potter, and all the Leo and Lions. Yeah, from India, and also I saw some Leos. Yeah, from Hong Kong as well. Welcome all of you. I'm Sammy Shum, Constitution Area 5 Leo Advisory Panelist. Yeah, I'm glad that Vivek invite me to have some little sharing. Yeah, about my constitution area service. Yeah, about the coronavirus. Well, just some sharing about what Leo panelists do. Like we are currently working with Vivek and other panelists in 3 areas. One is about the Leo development, the recruitment, and the second one is how the retention, how to keep our members, and also the third part is the transitions. We try to invite when Leos they become 28 or 30 years old, how they could transit into Lions. So that's what we are currently working on. And also I want to share just a little something about the service in my district. Yeah, as we all know that now every one of you, most of us stay at home, we can't go to school because of the coronavirus. And back to early February or end of January, the actually in my district, Hong Kong, we will have the first case of coronavirus, and a lot of activities, school have stopped for almost 2 months. So also in my district, I think many Leo clubs and Lions clubs, they also have a lot of training, surface, different fundraising activities planned ahead, but they all cease, because what we do is we have to stay at home and come back for the virus. So what my district do is we immediately take actions to stop all our current service and meetings, and we try to source around 300,000 masks from Indonesia, and we try to do the joint service to distribute our masks and hand sanitizers to different NGO within our district. We do this service not only by our Lions Cup, and also we join together to do it with our Leo Cups. To health. I think one of the important point right now is through education. We need to need everyone know that they have to take aware of themselves, keep clean, and also know about how to stop the virus spread. Well, that's some of my sharing, and also as Leos and also Lions, we should make good use of a lot of online materials, training materials, to keep our cups keep running, like for the elections, how we can do the tools like Elsa have advised a lot. We could use the Zoom like today's, and also some other meeting apps, to communicate with each others. I think we could still do a new ways, more creative ways to continue serving our communities. Well, once again, thank you, Vivek, for inviting me for the conference. And I'm looking forward to know more about all of you and meet all of you later. Thank you. Yep, maybe I pass the mic to Vivek.
Rochelle, take the mic.
Yeah. Now I'll be handing over to Lion Prathva Vishwanath from India. Leo Advisory Panelist, Isame. Lion.
Yeah.
Prathva.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am. You are audible. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. This is Parvati Vishwanath from Chennai, India, and I'm one of the panelists. I'm very happy to meet you all, and it's a great pleasure meeting you all. I mean, such a vibrant Leo district, and you have a district president who is very, very vibrant and active. So I'm very happy to be a part of this program. And okay, the topic given to me is the role of Leos during lockdown. Okay, the role of Leos is very important. As youngsters, I know, I mean, you're all very energetic, very vibrant, very active. You have been active, working at home, or if you are students staying at home. It's very difficult, but then we need to be at home because we want all the Leos to be safe. That is very important for us as Lions. And also, we want you to stay home, take care of yourself and also your family, educate your family, and make them also stay home and take precautions. And also, as Leos, it's also important for us to educate the community, like in whatever way possible. Educate the community, teach them about, washing their hands, because that's the only preventive measure, washing their hands often and social distancing and these things. So you please educate the community also, but keeping your distance. And also, projects, I mean, we cannot, since we are not allowed to do projects, we are not, it's not advisable to go to the community. And you can take part in whatever initiative the government
Yeah, ma'am. One sec. Can I request all members to mute yourself, and only ma'am can speak? We can mute ourselves. Thank you very much. Yeah, ma'am, continue, please. Yeah, ma'am, you can continue.
Yeah. And also, see, you need to take care of your mental health also. I mean, all of us need to take care of our mental health, and especially Leos as youngsters. And for that, yeah, as when you stay home, you can make a schedule for yourself. Start the day with yoga and a little bit of meditation, and help your family at home for some time. And then attend to your work, whatever. I mean, if you are working, attend to your work, or if you are a student, and also engage yourself. You can start you can resume your hobbies, like if you are fond of art, you can express yourself through art in any form of art, so that you can create awareness. That way you can communicate with the community also, and maintaining the social distance. And you can also all the Leos can make masks at home and distribute it when you are allowed to go out. And so many things, like then you can start reading. I'm sure we Leos are not reading books, right? We don't have the habit. Now you can start reading books, and attend to your hobbies, singing or drawing or painting. Use it for your activities. And apart from that, as Leos, you can also organize meetings like this, online meetings. We'll continue monthly meetings, or council meetings, or district meetings. And you can use this opportunity to motivate your Leos. I mean, increase the membership of Leos, because that's very important for us. The Lions Club International is looking for increase in membership. So that's very important. So you can use this opportunity to talk to your friends, and tell them about Leo clubs, and can do that. And also think of ways to promote Lions clubs, converting Leos into Lions. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can ask any one of us. We'll be really happy to help you out. And also, you can have meetings with your district governors or Leo advisors. You can invite them for your meetings, and you can, also tell them like what we are looking at, and seek their guidance and help. You can involve them, so that it will be much easier, the Leo line conversion. And you keep visiting your website, Lions Club International websites, attend the webinars, and also you can do many courses there, useful courses, and you can gain a lot of knowledge. And also your CV, your biodata will look very impressive if you start doing all these activities. So, I mean, there are a lot of things you can do. I mean, I don't think it's a punishment. You can use it as an opportunity to develop yourself, and also your Leo club and your Leo district. So that's what my advice would be, because and also we need to be very compassionate towards victims. That is either corona positive people, or people who are showing symptoms. We need to be very kind to them and concerned, and try to remove the stigma attached to this, because it's only temporary. They'll come out of it. Many of them are getting cured, and also these patients will be mentally affected. So it's very important that we need to be very, very kind to them. So promote that feeling also. And as Leos, we are looking forward to your support in this. And I'm sure, as kind and compassionate Leos with boundless energy, we'll be doing a lot during this period. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. I suppose Vivek sir is trying to say something, but his voice is not audible right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could you hear what I was talking?
Yeah, ma'am. Clearly, very clearly.
Okay.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Because your role is very important as responsible Leos. Wherever there's a need,
ma'am.
there's a Leo. So we have to act accordingly.
100%,
So we
ma'am.
look
Yes.
forward to your support. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, uh, yeah, Vivek sir, are you there? Hello, Vivek sir. Yeah, now I'll be like to invite Leo Roshan Banwal from Nepal.
Hello everyone. This is Leo Rosen from Nepal. Is my voice audible? Is my voice clear? Can someone say me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes,
So,
Roshan.
thank you so much. So I'd like to thank Vivek Pavla and whole team, whole multiple team, who initiated this conference, and they broke the chain because we have been missing the presence of Leos in our day-to-day life, and at least virtually we are getting to meet all the Leos, and I'm so thankful to all old Leos who have been participating today. So it's so blessed to see them all here. So I was given a role to talk about the Leo activities in Nepal. And at first, I'd like to be sorry, as I am also the one of the multiple district president of my nation, and we have plans to organize India Nepal Leo exchange program, but because of all the circumstances we have been facing, we are unable to do all those programs. But in the near future, we will be planning all those programs, and we'll let you guys know so that you guys can visit Nepal and we can organize different exchange program over here. Similarly, in current situations, we have been working on online elections of district, Lions district and Leo district. So I myself, as a developer, I've been developing a software for organizing the online elections. And besides that, we are working for tracking coronavirus patients through online. And we have been running day-to-day campaigns for all those steps. And beside all these activities, all the Leos are working for relief distribution. They have been running different home campaigns, like they have been organizing the DIY campaigns, they have been organizing art competitions and bingos. You guys must be seeing it in your Instagram. So we guys are engaged with all of projects only now, for now. And from tomorrow, our new year is getting started. Our new year is 2077. So I'd like to wish you all happy new year, and that's it from my side. And just to let you guys know, this is how we advisory panelists have been working for, day and night for you people. This is how we conduct the meetings, online meetings with the Leo Club program department. And just to share with you people, I was a part of a retention committee, and our target was to increase 10 to 15% of the overall membership of the Leos. And we have made that target by reaching to 13.2%. And for now, Leo Club Program Department as well as Lions Club International is targeting 200,000 Leos in year 2025. That's it. So see you guys soon. Thank you so much for inviting me once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Roshan. Thank you, Roshan. That was very much
Can you
useful.
hear me?
Yeah,
Roshan, can
yes,
you hear
yes,
me?
Vivek sir. Yeah, Vivek sir, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, Roshan. It was great to have you. Actually, Roshan and I were planning some youth exchange program between India and Nepal, and due to the coronavirus, we couldn't execute that. We had planned to organize the second council meets together at Nepal, but unfortunately, it could not take place. So, okay, so we have Dipesh Doshi from Mumbai. He is the past advisory panelist. Dipesh bhai, can you hear me? Dipesh Doshi, you are on mute. Wait.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Vivek. Yes.
Hi Dipesh bhai, how are you?
All good. How are you?
I'm great. Dipesh bhai is the past advisory panelist and also the multiple district president of multiple district 3231. Dipesh sir, how's the atmosphere of lockdown in your region, and what are the Leos kind of doing? Can you put some
Okay.
light for 1 or 2 minutes?
Of course, you must be knowing that in India right now, Maharashtra has highest number of coronavirus cases, and similarly, Mumbai has been affected a lot. But Leos have been taking, ensuring that they help each and every person possible. So, for example, they have been giving away the important kits. Plus, also they have been giving away foods to the needy people. So they have been doing their bit in a way to ensure that they can serve the society in the best possible way, and it also in a way serves the motto of Lion and Leoism. So that is how Leos and Lions of Mumbai have been dealing with the situation. At the same time, being very safe and precautionary about the situation as well. Apart from that, I would say that even districts and multiple of Mumbai have been working really hard to ensure that we have our elections done online. So for that also the procedure is very much going on. And I would request Roshan if if we can collaborate and if we can develop some software wherein they can help us out with the same, that would be great. So that's it
Okay,
from my end. Thank you so much.
Dipesh bhai, I would like to stop you here.
Yeah.
While we were talking in the last meeting of the advisory panelists, Potter got a very good idea, and software named as Election Runner is available on the internet, and you can just pay some bucks, and you will definitely be able to conduct online elections without any problem. It is very easy, and we have already conducted some test runs on that. So Election Runner is the software name. You can use it at club, district, and multiple levels. It can
Yes,
accommodate
absolutely.
around 300 voters.
Yes, thank you so much, Vivek. We have already seen that particular website, and yeah, we will be using that for sure, I guess, because that is the best possible website we have found for the voting scenario.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Dipesh bhai,
Thank you
for
so
being
much,
with
Vivek.
us.
Thank you.
We also have Lion Anand Mehta. He is also the past advisory panelist of ISAME. Anand sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you. Thank you, Vivek. Yes, I can.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. We are very eager to listen to you, and I think you will create the best atmosphere in this meeting.
Wow.
Please go on, sir.
Leo, thank you, Leo Vivek. And I must compliment you for organizing this, and a huge, I would say, gratitude to each one of you for participating. I think this is the need of the time, and Leo's all across connecting in a great way. It's a great moment and feeling from each one of you. All of us are in the mood that a lot of negativity is happening all around us. But I'm sure these kind of platforms and this kind of sharing and at least able to see each other, listen to each other from the globe gives a super feeling of positivity. Huge compliment for organizing this. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the kind words. I must tell everyone that Anand sir is an international speaker and a motivator. He also trains people, and Leos like us have learned a lot from him. So it's great to have you, sir, and thank you for being us
Vivek,
being with us. Yes, sir.
Vivek, I just want to say hello, Anand. This is Dhiren
Yes, sir.
Mehta,
Yes, sir.
District 32J.
Yes, Dhiren bhai.
Congratulations being a president of your club, a so senior member. Good luck to you. I have already mailed you.
Yes.
So all your family is good? All
Yes,
are
sir.
fine?
Thank you.
Thank you
Over
very
to
much.
you, Vivek.
Vivek, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to ask Leo Kathan Mehta. Now, someone from the multiple home districts and my home region. Leo Kathan Trivedi, the Vice Multiple District President of MD 3232. There's a lockdown everywhere in the whole world, and there are some things which we have to take care, but people are still being careless about the lockdown and the coronavirus, and still not taking it very in seriously. So Leo Kathan will put some light on what kind of carelessness people observe and commit during the lockdown. Leo Kathan, are you there? Leo Kathan. Okay, do we have Leo Anjali?
Hello, Vivek
Okay,
bhai.
Kathan is
Yeah,
there.
Kathan is
Yes.
here. Kathan is here.
Hello.
Yes, Kathan, we can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Hope you all are great and taking care of self and family in its critical time. To set the expectation of from the public very clear, the government has given us some guideline to do's and don'ts. I am certain that most of us are following same. It's in best interest of us. All the necessary things like vegetable, milk, grocery, hospital, and medical store are easily available and fully operational. However, it's observed that people are not following the strict instruction laid down with the respect to lockdown. What we are getting is not for luxury, but to sustain life. I see people stepping out to play, neighbors hanging out together, and some people are even going out for walk. The government has made provision for basic amenities for us, assuming that we will responsible make the most of it. However, we have seen people gathering in market in such a way as if everything is perfectly all right. This is classic example of not being irresponsible, and the this is the time to work together with one force and as a one team. In India, we are 1.3 billion Indians. One nation, one challenge. Let us fight together and end sooner. Any government policy for Corona cannot work without an equal support and participation from people. If people will not following instruction by the government like social distancing, staying home, sanitizing regularly, etc., it will be difficult to contain this virus. There is no medicine. And I would like to share one mantra for quick end to this COVID-19. First of all, discipline behavior. If we stay home, we stay safe. If we roam around, we may attract the virus. Our indisciplined behavior will extend lockdown, and it means businesses will also be closed. Our and national economy both will suffer. So guys, be safe and stay at home. Secondary thing, don't forward every this on coronavirus. It can be create panic. Cut the chain. Be a responsible citizen. Don't spread rumors only. Believe in official sources. Rumors like Hindu Muslim and wrong cure messages, wrong news about some people or areas affected by corona and all. Third thing is, if you want to help the provide necessity to the poor people and also for our hospital, police staff and sanitary staff who are away from their house. Police officers, sanitary staff and hospital staff are taking risks for us. All we have to do is nothing, just stay at home. After college days, uh, I look at lockdown very positive in very positive way. After college days, we always wanted a long vacation in our life. Consider this as one. Now, when you have it, please do not spoil it. And, please think of your hobby to plan for your future. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pathan. It was some great knowledge. And yes, Kathan and I actually are living near to each other, and we know the regions and the people around here. But it is the case everywhere, I guess, and people should take this situation really, really seriously and carefully. Now, I would like to request the Chief Administrative Officer of Leo Multiple District 3232, Dr. Anjali Trivedi, who is a professor in renowned University of India, and she will give some knowledge about current economic situations in the whole world. So, and she's a PhD in economics. So yes, we have a speaker here, and I request Leo Anjali Trivedi to speak and give us some knowledge about the economy. Anjali, you can unmute yourself. Can you hear me?
Everyone can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
But we
Hello,
can't
everyone.
see you. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's okay?
Yeah. Done.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Myself, Dr. Anjali Trivedi, and I'm going to talk about what is the impact of coronavirus on global economy. I have some of the facts and some of the story behind this spreading of coronavirus in the whole world economy. Starting with when it has been started and on which date the China has gone through the lockdown process. I request everyone to put down their mic on the mute mode. Thank you.
Everyone is muted. Anjali, you can continue. Thank you.
Okay. So continuing with the lockdown facts of the China, I will start with that first. I have done some of the research on the statistical data and the dates available online and from the Chinese government as well as the world score. And I found that on the 23rd January 2020, China have declared the lockdown in Wuhan city particularly. That is some of the facts that is also working parallelly with the this lockdown as well. So as we do have Diwali vacation in India for 15 days, in the same way China country have also vacation every year in the same duration between the 24th January to 30th January. So they used to they were about to declare that vacation, but due to this coronavirus and its effect, they have just announced in that way that they are locked down in the country. That is another thing. And during this vacation, more than 30 billion people are traveling. People are traveling in whole different countries of the world. So my question is that actually China was pretending to do lockdown or actually it was a lockdown due to coronavirus? That is my first question. Secondly, I want to talk about that on 23rd January in Italy, one couple have traveled from Wuhan to Italy and then Italy has started a journey of coronavirus. And we know right now what is the status of Italy. Another thing I want to talk about the America. 15 January 2020, in America there was
Mute
there was one guy.
audio call.
Put down on the mute mode. Yeah, thank you. So on 15 January 2020 in America, there was one guy who has traveled from China, Wuhan city, where his
Mute લખ્યું
family
છે
was
stop
there.
video લખ્યું છે.
Hello.
Mute.
Yeah, Vishal Gajjar. Vishal
હવે
Gajjar.
એ લોકો બોલે છે પણ આપણો ફોન ચાલુ એટલે નહીં સંભળાય ને.
Hello, Vishal Gajjar.
Yes, I'm moving ahead. So on 15 January in America, the first case was found, and that person who has a coronavirus was identified by the American government, and that person has not traveled in the seafood market in the Wuhan city. He was in the Wuhan city with his family for the few days, just for a week. So we can pretty assume that till 15 January we know that lockdown was still not there, but that person was positive on coronavirus in America was on the third stage. So it shows that till the third stage of coronavirus, China in the Wuhan city, no lockdown was declared yet. Then talking about the further, till 25th January, one case was found in Sri Lanka. So, and another thing is that Wuhan and Sri Lanka do not have any direct flights. So we can assume that the people have moved around further from the Wuhan to the other countries as well in the globe. Talking about the next thing, I'm just putting the facts, then we'll move further with the questions. Another thing is that talking about the flight scenario from the Wuhan city. As we know that from the Wuhan city, many countries have the direct flights. For example, US, UK, Australia, Japan, Europe, Middle East, Western East, Asia, Southeast Asia, New Zealand, Pacific. All countries have direct flights from Wuhan city to their own country. So we can see that there is highest cases over there and of the coronavirus, and still it is increasing. Another thing is that Wuhan city have also a good connectivity for the domestic flights in the whole China. Wuhan city have total more than 18 cities in the China have every day more than 100 flights, non-stop flights there in the different cities of the China. But Wuhan city have so much cases of coronavirus, but not a single other cities have coronavirus cases. That is a fact. So this is a question that why coronavirus have not taken place in other cities of China, and only cases are there in the Wuhan city. Some of the things
Yeah.
are there. I just
Hello,
want to put down
Doctor
in
Doctor
front of
Anjali, can
you.
you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
So yes, the now what we understand is that the coronavirus has been traveling by itself without a passport and a visa to the whole world. So what do you think
Yes.
the economy has uh, taken it from the corona? What impact does the corona has on the economy of different countries, the world, the share market, the companies, anything? So can you put some light on that?
Yeah, I want to go through with the how many number of deaths in the countries. As we know that US and Italy have the highest number of cases right now, and people are dying in more than 20,000 number. We can see that on what. But my thing is that.
आवाज बंद है ना.
But my thing is that when you are talking of economic effect of coronavirus on China or other rest of the countries, China is quite like trying to grab the world economy through purchasing the best companies in the US and UK, and they are trying to grab the world by continuing their normal production life. As we know that now Wuhan city is living the normal lifestyle, so they have started their production process, and they are trying to reach every country by continuing their supply chain. As we know right now that most of the countries in the world are dependent on China. So now many countries have realized that they are very much dependent on China, and during this COVID-19 situation, they were not able to fetch the resources they want whenever they need. So many countries have now that idea that they have to be dependent in certain way, or they have to divert themselves from the Chinese country. Secondly, US and Japan, both countries have already started to do economic distancing. Till now we are using the word social distancing, but this is the new one thing, economic distancing. So US and Japan, both the countries have decided to do economic distancing, and whatever their companies are already there in the China, both the countries are requesting them to come back there in their own country or wherever they want to go. But except China, they have to invest their money and to start their new plans over there. So they will give benefits in million of dollars. So this is the new policy adopted by US and Japan, and they are expecting that other rest of the countries of the world should also follow this economic distancing from China, because whatever the story China is framing right now of the bad story and the sea market food, that is quite assumption or quite not believable story. We can say that because many of the facts are leading us to think in that way that it is not a natural cause, or it is not like kind of um, unexpected by the China, because China have made such kind of the steps. So this is the
okay
thing.
So do we have Sammy here? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sammy, would you like to talk something about the same?
um, well,
if you want to.
I think well, no, yeah, thanks for sharing. Doctor, I think what we can do looking forward is the now how all the peoples like Leo and Lines, we can work together to serve our local communities. I think every one of us now the most important thing is to how we can come back for the COVID-19 virus. And also I'm quite worried about the situation. I think not in China, not in European country, America, because they are quite well developed countries. They have many resources, they have money, and also they have good medical resources. But I'm quite worried about the many developing countries. I think like a lot of South American countries, like even in the Africa countries, and also India is like China. We have many peoples there, and how they can do better precautions to avoid the spread of the virus. That's what we are. So, we can do something. Not only just stay at home, and also maybe we can spread some message through online or social medias to increase the awareness of how we can do some measures to protect ourselves, and also to teach friends of us they can work closely to combat the virus. So what we can do, just reserve in my district or in my hometown. We try to source different materials like the surgery mask and also the sanitizer to send to our local communities, like the elderly home or some schools they need. So to educate them, to teach them, to show our careness to them. So that's what I think we could do. We are not government, but we can do some good things to ourselves, our local communities, and the friends of us. Thank you.
That's great. Very good thought by an official Leo advisory panelist. Great advice. I think Pallavi ma'am wants to say something. She is also a doctor and a PhD in economics. Pallavi ji, can you hear me?
Hello.
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 Yes, ma'am. Please go on.
Yes, yes.
We can't see her video, but we can listen her audio.
Okay. I'm not technically put on the video. This is Dr. Pallavi Seth. Hello to all. First of all, congratulate to all. It's a very privilege to listening to all and enhancing our knowledge. I heard about global economy as Dr. Nikita, Dr. Anjali was saying about it. My question is this, because we know we are in global crisis at economic level, but every country in the, you can say, every area of any country had different type of variety of, you can say, economies are there. Some have heavy socialism, capitalism, industrialism. If we talk about the BRICS countries, we are talking about, because we have to start from the very initials, from the grassroots. So what will suggest the new business for the grassroots people who they are suffering? We are talking about the bigger industries, big economies, but what about the grassroots? From where we will start now?
Dr.
Hello?
Anjali?
Yes. Hello?
Dr. Anjali, can you hear? Please unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Anjali.
Yeah, whenever you are talking of absolutely you are right that I have talked about only the developing nations. I have not talked about the less developing economy, wherever we are talking of the labor intense, or we can say the grassroots economies. And whenever we talk of them, they are suffering from the so much huge loss, as we can see that. But my thing is that still we need so much of financial support from the developing economies only. So if developing economies will be strong, then they can support at least the less developing country. But if the world will not survive properly or having the healthy financial condition, then I don't think that is the one way I'm talking about. That can be another alternative ways as well. So that's it.
Yeah. Anyone else would want to put a light on this?
Because we have to draw now the very, you can say huge line between the developing and the underdeveloped countries. Because
Yeah.
now on the global level, I am thinking, because every country is facing different type of problems due to the coronavirus. But the what type of strategy we will follow at the global level, because due to globalization, we are all interdependent. We cannot
Yeah,
say
we are.
that country is developing or that country is undeveloped. But the what type of the global strategy we will follow for the new business will come up. So what type of
Yeah.
business will suggest? Because you have seen now, the few are familiar with the digital learning, and the few are not familiar
Yeah.
with the digital learning. Because in the India, you have seen the very few people in this conference, in the very few people, because on the Zoom, because in the Skype, because they don't know how to apply the digital learning.
Yeah.
So how you will, because we are going to start from the grassroots. Is a renovation. So what type of business they will start? Because the few business will be definitely affect.
Not only ma'am
Industry
few
are
business,
affecting.
many of the industries will be affected, but the rumors and the Google studies, some of the Google studies and articles I have gone through, and they are coming up with the things that uh, China maybe have some of the bad relations with
But
now
how many
other
people are
countries.
familiar with this type of the Google study?
Let me finish. On even China's economy also. Chinese economy is one of the article I was studying that was based on the TB, and they are saying that Chinese economy only have established the data that till 2015 they used to have the huge number of TB cases, tuberculosis, and in 2019 only they have given the vaccination, and that vaccination may be added with some of the other vaccination as well that may be not given information to any other except the Chinese government, and maybe they have given some of the remedial vaccination in that so that their people will not get affected by that. The rest of the people in the Wuhan city and other people may have, but we can say that economic distancing from China, I don't know that that will be profitable to the less developing countries or not, but it's a big question.
So that's why this.
But yeah, but still, India have the some of the positive glimpses for further after this corona finish.
Okay. Hello. Am I audible?
Hello. Yes.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Vivek.
Yeah. Okay. Nice response by Dr. Anjali and Pallavi ma'am. We will definitely take this and the other some economical questions a bit after some time, as we would like to welcome Divesh sir. Divesh Sagaria. He is the district governor of district 3232J. Divesh sir, can you hear me? You can unmute yourself. Yeah, Divesh sir, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, Vivek. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, can you put some light on what is happening in your area? He's in the steep western part of India. And sir, આપને ત્યાં શું અત્યારે થઈ રહ્યું છે? Or atmosphere? What kind of atmosphere do you have there? Can you put some light on that?
People are following lockdown, like they are following the government norms. I mean, दूसरे स्टेट्स की तरह यहाँ पे तो डंडे की जरूरत नहीं, एटलीस्ट इन माय डिस्ट्रिक्ट. और this economic part was very good by Anjali, but you all Leos, मैं advise करूँगा कि this is the best time to invest. जो हमारा स्टॉक मार्केट है वो बहुत नीचे आ गया. You are getting like very much value picks are there in the market. तो लियोस आपके पास तो पूरी जिंदगी पड़ी है अभी. तो अभी लाइक बिलीव इन आवर इकोनॉमी, आवर गवर्नमेंट, और हमारी इंडस्ट्रीज में आप लोग इन्वेस्ट कीजिए. जो इंडियन ब्रांड्स है उस पे इन्वेस्ट कीजिए, क्योंकि आने वाला दिन तो इट विल बी.
Yeah, I think there's a problem with Divesh sir's network. What Divesh sir was trying to say, and we actually had a talk around 1 hour back. Currently, all the businesses, all the industries are going down, but the pharmacy industry is still working kind of a bit normal, and the digital marketing is on a boom right now. The business strategies of all businesses might have just ditched, but they are still waking up and they are still working on their digital marketing, because as due to the lockdown, everyone is there on the websites, Facebook, everything, and so people and the industries are giving anything and everything to the digital marketeers, and to convert their lockdown losses to profits. So yes, the digital market, I think, as a marketer and as from the industry, I think the digital market will boom in the next 1 to 2 years. So definitely yes, it has a future in that. If anyone of you is trying to pursue a course in digital marketing, you should in the next 2-3 months. So yes, I would like to some updates to the international. Just as Leo Roshan, the advisory panelist of ISAME, told you about the decision committee, we have three committees: the recruitment and the transition committee. Recruitment committee has done great this year, and it was a 13.2% growth in the overall Leos. We added around 17,363 Leos as far as April 2020 is concerned. So it's a big achievement for the whole world. And Leo Lions. So currently the ISAME constitution is leading and is having the highest number of newly recruited Leo Lions, converted Leo Lions, and the total number of Leo Lions in the world is around 3,500. So the international has also advised all the multiples and the districts uh, to uh, to hello, everyone can hear me? Yeah, the multiple and the districts should conduct their convention and the conferences, and the dates are given. The international says the dates of the district should be before 30th May. Before this date, you should announce the officers of the next year. You can organize the district conference, but it should be before May 30. And the multiple conventions should be before June 15. Yes, so you cannot organize the conventions physically anywhere and everywhere. So we have some online and online ways to conduct the elections. You can just, what we suggest or what I personally suggest is that you can just organize the votings, the elections on different websites. Election Runner is one of them and very famous for that. Apart from that, you can organize the award ceremonies or the interviews or everything later on in the next tenure. If you have that much of bonding with the next team, you can definitely organize an award ceremony in the next tenure. So this will be great, and no one will be at loss for this, because each and every leader of the multiple or the district wants to conduct the district conference or the multiple convention in a great and lavish manner. You can do it a bit later. So this is suggested by the international. But apart from that, there are many questions by the club level officers and the district and the multiple. The LCI has put up everything on the website, everything related to the coronavirus and what you should do next about the conventions, conferences, and the rules and bylaws. New bylaws are put up on the website. You can just check the website. Everything is available there. Okay, so now here I complete my stuff. If the Leos have any doubts, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask. I think Shami, Potter, myself, Roshan, and Parvati ma'am, all are here. So if there is any doubt related to the administration, definitely please you can ask. The floor is open for all. Please unmute yourself before you speak. There's a red
Hello?
color button on your phone screens. Yes, yes, sir. Your name,
Yes.
please.
Hello. Good. Yes. My name is Leo Lion Wilson, Leo District 412, Africa, Zimbabwe, representing.
Okay.
So, yeah, also part of the International Advisor Panelist appointee for 2020-2022. Well, in terms of the recession, I was listening to the doctor who was highlighting what was really happening in good countries like developed countries. Me also being part of Africa, one of the developing countries, I would like to share what we are seeing here due to this corona.
Definitely. Yes, yes.
Due
Please
to
go
this
on.
corona issue. Zimbabwe is in the southern region of Africa, and what has happened currently? Fortunately, I've been having some discussions, I think as of yesterday, with Depeche as well, and Depeche Doshi there, of what we are seeing here. The fortunate part of it, we haven't yet had much of corona cases. As of to date, the official stats are highlighting as at 14 in total for Zimbabwe. But what's really happening now is we took a step whereby when we first saw that we had one case, everything, we managed to lock down of most of the activities. But in terms of business activity now, this is affected adversely on much on the not on the multinational companies, but on the small companies that were starting to grow as the economy was building. This has been affected since we are an import-based country. Most of our borders, all of our borders are closed. So that has led to a recession, and we just hope after all this has been done, and after all we have managed to find something and to get out of this pandemic, we will definitely be starting to build from what we were. But I think, yeah, the recession is hitting us, and is hitting even South Africa, our neighboring country there, is hitting very, very hard. So that's what's really happening in Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the information. Some lovely words from you, and the information which you gave. I think the Leos will be delighted to have someone from Africa. And do we have Leos from America still with us? Anyone from the USA? They were there in the beginning. If there is anyone, please unmute yourself and then speak. Okay, do we have anyone from Bangladesh?
Yeah. Hello.
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 Yes,
I am
sir.
Liu Faisal. Liu Faisal from 315A3 Bangladesh. It's a new founding district.
Great, sir.
And hopefully July. Thank you. Hopefully July 20. It's a start its journey. And I am the founder president of Liu District 315A3 Bangladesh.
That's great. That's great.
First time.
So, sir, what is the atmosphere in your region, and what the Leos are doing? Are they sitting at home, or are they thinking to do some service and risking their lives, or what do you see around you?
Thank you for question.
Krishan, please mute yourself. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Please go on.
Yeah. First time I thanks to you for inviting me and inviting all for a amazing this meeting. It's really really represent us to this platform. Our multiple district 315 multiple chairperson, council chairperson Lion Eshadoshen Rana PMJF sir, and our ID sir Lion Kaji Akramuddin sir. They are all lions and all Leos can get a step to Lion district in our region, that we provide 10,000 poor people food uh, providing program before Eid. Till to before Eid, we arrange 10,000 people food program, and it's besides that many our community-based Lions clubs and Lions Leo clubs are providing their ability to the poor peoples. And today's result is 621 people are affected from coronavirus. And Dhaka city is the toppest city to affected the coronavirus. And I pray to my friends, please pray for us. Please, may Allah can remove this virus, and we can smile, and we can rejoin our work after coronavirus. Thanks to all.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing the work, the tremendous work which you guys are doing at your region. And I would like to tell everyone that the next year's Isame Leo Forum is going to be held at Bangladesh. Yes.
Yeah.
So the Leos are really active there, and they are doing a great job since the beginning of the last Isame Forum.
Yeah.
We have someone asked about the bylaws and the rules of district and multiple district elections. If that person is still here, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Someone has sent me a message.
Hello and namaste to everyone. It's me, Leo Assis
Namaste.
From district 325 B2 Nepal. Quite having a discussion on this floor, whether I am correct or not on this floor, to have some queries about the bylaws and the international bylaws and district bylaws. On this present scenario, we are having this coronavirus scenarios and all this, and conference and election of district is to be completed. Then is there any provision that we can organize the election by online platform, or any other such instrument is given by our international bylaws or not? And talking about the voting right, is there any provision like one club, one voting right provision can be added to our international bylaws or not?
Okay. The international has currently released the notes for the future in the next 2 months, and you can definitely organize the elections online. We just had a talk about that. The election runner website is what we had suggested for conducting the elections online. The rules and the bylaws regarding the number of votes you get from a club are given in the bylaws. You can download that from the Alliance website. Just Google it, Leo Club's bylaws. You will get all the information of the rules of the number of votes you can get from a club. It is 10 votes, 1 vote per 10 members of a club. If the club is new, the Lions bylaws say that if a club is new and opened in the same year, then it can get 1 vote per club. The Leo's bylaws don't include this line. So there are the votes you get is 1 vote per 10 members, and if you have more than half, so if you have 26 members, you will get 3 votes. So this is how the votes are counted. And if in case you are not able to organize a convention, or you are not able to select or elect leaders, you can take help from the Lions district or the multiple district, and your district Leo chairperson or the multiple district Leo chairperson can help you select a new leader for the upcoming year. So you can definitely take help from them, and this has also been given by the international. I think your query is clear. Do you have any more doubts? Ashish Subedi, you are on mute. Please unmute yourself.
Thanks for that. further other, I don't have any queries.
Okay, thank you. Anyone from outside of ISAME, outside of India, South Asia, Middle East, anyone from China, Hong Kong,
So,
or
Vivek,
any other country still there?
it's Roshan. We have Otmar from Australia. Let's hear about the Europe. We have line Otmar.
Yes, Osmar, you can unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, good night, everybody. Nice to see you, nice to be with you. And greetings from Austria. I'm Lion Ottmar, MD 114.
Hello. So you can speak. We can just unmute yourself and you can speak.
You're on. Yeah, listen.
Yeah. Just was a little confused with the technology, but it's really nice to be with you. And I saw some people I already knew from my travels, and it was good to see them again. And I hope that you all are healthy. Leos in Europe, they are very active during this situation, as you might know. So we're doing a lot of masks and food donations, food services, and trying to do some fundraisers for people in need. And now it's nice to be with you to hear what other continents and areas are doing. So nice and warm greetings from Austria.
Thank you, sir. That's great that the Leos from Europe are doing so much. I would like to say that the social media pages and websites of the Leos from Europe are really very attractive, and they are very active on the social media. And yes, sir, this is just an initiative, and we will try to organize such meetings again and again. We'll invite Leos from around the world, and in that way we can really prove that yes, Leos are a family, not in one club or district or multiple, but the whole world is a family. So more the friends, more the members. That is what we are looking for. Thank you, sir. Anyone else from any other country?
I suppose Muhammad Noor wants to say something. Muhammad Noor.
Okay. And
are you there, Muhammad Noor?
Before that, I would like to say that Roshan has just posted the link to the website of the rules and bylaws given by the International, what to do due to the coronavirus with your elections and the districts and the multiple. So you can just check out the link in the chat box. Yes. Anyone with any other doubts? People had sent me some questions regarding what the secretary has to do and what the Leo officers have to do, how the officers are being selected. I think many of the things have been covered in this seminar, and many of the things are there on the website. You can definitely look at the website. The most repeated question was, what does the club president and what club does the club secretary has to do? So the club is just a branch of a tree, and I think is Potter available with us? Potter, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Anything?
Potter, people are asking, what does a club secretary or a club president has to do exactly in the club, because both of them don't even know what to do, and when they get to know, the year is complete. So can you put some light?
Like what they have to do?
Yeah, the duties of the club president and the club secretary. They say the duties which are written on paper are just on paper, but what we face and what we actually do in the club is very different from what is given in the on the website. So what, according to you, should a club president do in his club in his tenure? Can you put some light on this?
So what usually the club president over there doing? Maybe this is my question to you first.
Okay, so not only here, but in most of the regions, the club secretary, the club president is the president himself, the secretary himself, the vice president himself, and he does all the work of all the Leo club officers. So this is what we are getting. The president is the only person working for the club. I think the basic problem is to know how to get the work done by others. This
Yep,
is
I
the
think
problem,
it.
and
I think it's a
yeah,
delegation issue, because I think what happening here is the secretary, they keep all the membership record, they take the meeting minutes, they issue the meeting notice. I know all the administrative work is done by secretary, and the president is lead the club, and sometimes appoint any committee chairpersons for project, things like that. Yes. So I don't think, well, it's quite common to happen in some places that the president have to do all the job, but I think it's very important for us to practice delegation.
yeah. So the basic line is you should know how to dedicate the work, and that is the reason you are in Leo. That is the reason
Yeah,
you
I
are here to
think,
learn.
yeah, Vivek, I think one point is if possible, I think maybe all the Leo multiple district, they can initiate trainings. Like for my area, we always have a Leo school at the beginning of fiscal year. So we have a Leo school for the club president, club secretary, club treasurer, and even club directors, so that
Yeah,
they know their
many,
roles
many
and
many of the
responsibilities.
districts and the multiples actually do that. But what they teach or what they discuss is what is given on the website or what is the official way of working. But people uh, actually don't get to face what is going on. I think Anand Bhai has something in his mind, and yes, sir. Go on, please.
Okay, so
Please
let me
unmute
give you,
yourself.
yeah, thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Potter. Let me give you a triple D leadership mantra. It's called triple D, 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 and D. As a leader, as a president, first D is decide. You are the one who are able to visualize. You have a vision. You have a designation to take a decision. The first D is decide. Secondly, find an appropriate person, and second is delegate. And third, what happens once we delegate? We keep bothering that person because we don't completely rely and trust that person. So the third D, which is the most critical and important D, disappear. You have your own fun. Trust that individual, trust that Leo member, maybe secretary, treasurer, that person will do a great job. If you keep bothering that person, hey, have you reached? How much you have done? When are you coming back? When are you giving reports? Don't do that. Trust that person and you will get the job done. So number one, decide. Number two, delegate. Number three, disappear. Thank you.
Okay, so this is how you should work. Thank you, Anand Bhai, and this is the reason he's an international trainer and motivator. He has answers for everything and everyone, and he can speak everywhere. So thanks, Anand Bhai. This is a great tip. And Sheila has also written the formula in the chat box: triple D, decide, delegate, and disappear. So I think it is something everyone should write that in the diaries. Okay, so do we have any other questions or any other doubts? After that, we will close the session. Anyone would want to comment, give some suggestions for the next meetup? Anything? We are open for all. Okay, as discussed earlier, someone has sent a message. We have not received the district PST level pins. Okay, the supplies are not, the district and the multiple supplies are coming from the Lions headquarters. And since it is closed till 30th April, you will not get the supplies before that. We, as the advisory panel, we have already put this up at the international. The supplies are many times late and people even don't get the supplies in some years. So yes, we have put this up at the international and we will soon get some answers after April. Anyone else? The awards list. Okay, there are a few changes in the awards, the criterias, and you will get the email soon when the headquarters are open after 30th April. Anyone else? Any other questions? You can also write in the chat box. I think we have answered everything. Okay. Yes, Leos from Hong Kong would like to share something. Definitely. Sammy, can you ask
Well,
Leo from
I
Hong
just
Kong?
alert from the chat rooms. Yeah, Leo from Hong Kong. Carol, he's also our IR chairperson. Would you like to share something?
Definitely, yes.
Hi, it's Jane. It's her sister.
Oh,
So
it's
Carol,
Jane. Sorry.
Carol is next to me. So yeah, I would just want to share about what we've been doing, or our district, or also my club been doing during the lockdown to boost our creativity and boost our creativity in our service and activities, because I know a lot of people feeling that because we're locked down, nothing we can do, even our admin work stopped, everything stopped. But then what I see in our district, a lot of people have been putting our service and our training section or our fellowship section online to maintain our membership, also to spread our service, to share our service information to the public. And I think that's a very especially at this time, it's a very good idea to put everything online and try to put everything online, because although we're using internet every day, but then I'm sure not everyone knows how to be a KOL, not knowing how to take photos or put videos and say what you want to say through a video online. And a lot of people be watching our videos, but not everyone been share our thoughts through internet, through online. So I think as some of our friends from here have been saying what we can do at home, or what we can do as a president or as a club member, as a board member, we can do to maintain our club during this time. Let's say, I would like to put an example. Let's say my district, our district service team been putting our service topic diabetes online. So we have an online class across 2 months. There's a 5 online class showing us how to sharing all the information about diabetes, also the patient getting diabetes, getting younger and younger in recent year, what makes that happen and how we can prevent them. And then it's a very different way from what we've been doing in the past few years. And then it's a good chance for us to draw our public attention, because we have around 1,000 Leos in Hong Kong. Our community is limited, and as putting everything online, it draws more people to know about Leo Clubs in Hong Kong, also know about our service project. And then from my club, we've been putting, since the lockdown starting, we didn't have actually lockdown, but then our government been telling us not to go out so often. So I'm in my club, I have a member who's study sports science. So he made a video and an exercise training program for 21 days and sharing with everyone, and put it as a challenge. So everyone in our club, all our friends from Facebook and Instagram, they can join the challenge together to get ourselves healthy, get ourselves exercise every day to prevent the virus. I think these two are very good example how we put our work online and take this chance to share what we thinking and share our service and our thoughts to the public, other than always working on events and working in small communities in our area. And yeah, wish everyone stay healthy. And that's all. Thank you.
We yeah, Vivek bhai, you are not audible.
Uh, can you hear me, Rushil?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, Carol. The way you explained what you guys are doing there was really good, and I think everyone should now focus more on the online stuff and the digital marketing of Leos as well. Roshan has put the Leo Club President Achievement Awards details on the screen. Anyone who is interested can take a screenshot. He has also put up the link of the resources and the awards in the chat box, so you can also check that. Thank you, Roshan. You can just close the screen sharing. Thank you. Okay, so I think we have cleared all the doubts and all the participants have said something. I would really like to thank again Potter, Sammy, Parvati ma'am, Roshan, Anand bhai, Dipesh bhai, Tejas Mehta. Are you still there? Past multiple district president Tejas Mehta. Are you still there? Okay. Any MDPs from anywhere? Any multiple district presidents available? You can unmute yourself and then you can speak.
Hi.
Any district presidents who would like to? Okay, Aisha is just waving.
Yes, Leo Aisha from District 412.
Aisha, your voice is very low. Can you use an earphone or just be close to the mic?
Hi, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Aisha, you are audible. Carry on.
Oh yes, this is Leo Aisha from District 412A. That's Zimbabwe and Botswana.
Your Vivek sir, your mic is mute.
Sorry.
Aisha, what do you do there, and what the Leos are doing there currently, and how do you guys work with the Lions or with the community in Zimbabwe? Can you put some light on that? People from the whole world are very eager to listen to you.
Oh yeah, well, given the circumstances, it's been a bit difficult for clubs to meet because our national lockdown started on the 30th of March. So your clubs were meeting physically prior to that. So our lockdown started on the 30th of March. It's supposed to end on the 3rd of May. So Leos are meeting online. Yeah. And we also were supposed to have our convention, our annual district convention from the 2nd to the 5th of April, but that was cancelled because of the lockdown. And so we couldn't carry out our elections physically. But through our international advisory panelists, they advised us that we should use the election runner app, which is the one that we should be using starting tomorrow, so that we get to choose our next leadership for the next year. So we're going to encourage more clubs to use the online system for their club elections as well, since we cannot meet physically until after the 3rd of May this year.
Yeah, that's good. The International also suggests you to organize online elections and online conventions. So that is a great thing you're doing. You can also encourage the clubs in your region to do the same. Even the districts and the multiple districts can do the same. For any more help or any doubts regarding the elections, you can definitely visit the page. I think the link is there in the chat box. So that's great, and having someone like you from Zimbabwe speaking here is an honor. Okay.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you
Rushil bhai, you
for
want to say
giving me
something?
platform.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Aisha. Yeah, I wanted to just ask Mohammed. He wanted to say something. Mohammed. Yeah, Mohammed. Mohammed, are you there?
Mohammad Noor Hussain. You can
Mohammed Noor
unmute
Hussain.
yourself and speak. Okay, so I guess Aisha was the last to speak, and we should wrap it up now. I think it was a fairly good meeting, a good meetup with all the Leos. Most of the people who attended this meeting would have seen a person live or interacted with a person from another country or another region for the first time in their lives. So I think this was a great opportunity. Potter, myself, Sammy, and everyone, we meet up frequently every month. So it was not a great deal for us, but all the other Leos who are using this platform for the first time, you will get an idea how to organize a club meeting or a district meeting. So this is what we are here for. This is what a Leoism is, and we all are a family. So we should, yes, definitely meet, and we will definitely organize such kind of meetings again in future. Not because of the lockdown, but even in the normal days, so that people can know each other better from different areas. Yes, Rushil.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Shivraj. He wanted to tell something. Shivraj, you can unmute yourself and then speak. Shivraj.
Hi, thank you, Rushil, for inviting me. First of all, my name is Shivraj. I am the past multiple district president from Kerala, MP318. I would like to congratulate Vivek and Rushil for organizing, and the multiple team for organizing such a great meeting in a grand manner. And I'm also very delighted to see Potter and Pavdi ma'am and all the other leadership panelists from other parts, other constitutional areas. As you all know, Kerala has a very much COVID cases have been reported in the last few days, and now we are just in a recovery stage. And from for the last 3 days, there is only some cases are being reported, and we are doing well. The Rio Club and Lions Clubs are doing very well in the activities related to COVID rehabilitation. We are supplying kits and all to the needy and many migrant workers, and everything is going well. We had postponed our conventions to May 30. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Shivraj.
Shivraj.
Thank you, Shivraj. I think, Rushil, it's time to wrap it up. And Rushil, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I really thank everyone for being a part of this tremendously successful meeting as far as I see. Any other doubts or any more queries, if you have, you can just contact the advisory panelists. The emails are given on the website. Just search Leo Advisory Panelists on Google or at the Lions website. So now, one by one, everyone can leave the group and we can have a good night's sleep from all the countries. Rushil, would you like to give any statement? I would really like to thank you for conducting this event in such a good way. Yes, Rushil.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Something from
Thank
your
you very
heart.
much, everybody. Yeah, I would just like to tell everyone that if you are using Zoom, then there are three things which we have to look for. That is, log in with the password. When you log into Zoom, that is when you are logging into Zoom, please make sure you have a very strong password. Second, you always have a meeting. If you are a host of the meeting, then you should always have a password of the meeting. There's a two things which is most important, and the third one is you have the app should be always up to date. Just because it's a threat from the ITs that government and ITs that it can be your personal settings can be shared to any of the things. So it is very much we have to very much careful about these things. Yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining this meeting, and we'll be doing such a type of meeting regularly. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Rushil.
Thank you.
Thank you. We can just wave each other and we can leave
Thank
the
you.
room. Thank you.
I want
Bye.
to say
Goodbye.
thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Congratulations to our
Karan,
dynamic
welcome.
district president and international advisory panelist Vivek Singh Pabla. Great successful meeting.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Vice President. Thank you. You guys did a
Congratulations,
great job.
Vivek,
Thank you very
Rochelle.
much.
Congratulations to all
Successful
of you.
meeting. Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you all, and thank you very much, Vivek bhai, for organizing this meeting, and thank you so much, Rushil bhai, for making it so well organized.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all.
Thank you all. We can leave.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Bye.
We
Vivek,
also have
Rochelle. Congratulations from Maulik Thakkar from
thank you,
Patan.
thank you. We
Thanks,
also have
Maulik.
Dhruv, the treasurer of Multiple.
Dhruv, the treasurer. Yes, the finance person. It's great having you.
Great having you, Dhruv. Bye bye everyone. Bye 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 bye.
Bye. Very good night,
Bye 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 everyone.
See you.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.
Good job,
night,
good job.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night,
ma'am.
everyone. It was a great meeting you all here.
Good night and